Greetings, fellow Demon Slayers. This is Taimanin Mari here today with another video. For today's topic, I want to go ahead and discuss the free-to-play economy in this game to kind of give you guys a general idea of how many crystals you would be earning per month, and we'll also discuss with that number how long it will take for you to reach pity. Before doing so, though, I want to go ahead and revisit yesterday's gameplay systems topic. I didn't go into the Magatama just because the video was running a bit long, and I know we all have stuff to do, so I'm going to just go ahead and knock that out really fast to give you guys an example of how these work, and then we'll go into the free-to-play discussion. So we're going to come to a super rare that is level 5. We have this guy here. After you level up a Magatama to max level, which is 5, you're going to get the option to polish it. So if we click that, what polishing will do is it will reset the Magatama back to level 1, and for 3 of these orbs and 5,000 gold, it will also add an affix. Now, looking at one that does already have an affix, we have him here. You see we have increases damage dealt to human type enemies by 2.7%. So once you have an affix unlocked on the Magatama, you would come to this option that is added called Reset. This will cost you 2 orbs, as well as 1,000 gold. So if you just go ahead and select the affix, and click the reset button, and I will do this just so you all have a physical example of how it works, since it doesn't cost many resources. You see we now have a roll for increases damage dealt to demon type enemies by 2.9%. I think I'm actually going to take that roll for now. So you would just come here, click confirm option, and now that is the new affix on the Magatama. Now each time you level a Magatama and polish it, one of these circles will fill up to 5 times, as well as the 5 affix slots here. So for your in-game progression, what you're really going to want to be doing is working these guys up, getting them leveled. What I would suggest is leveling them first before actually resetting skills. Like I said, I just did it in the video, so you had an example of what it looked like. But I would level them, get every affix unlocked, and then work on re-rolling them. Kind of like a Diablo setting, where you're just fishing for the stats or affixes you want to tailor make your character to do what you want her to do. So I did just want to go into this system. It's really simple. If you have any further questions about it, though, be sure to ask in the chat, and I will answer you. That is how Magatamas work. And one thing I did neglect to mention in the video, in the example where we got Homura's S level to 2, the same thing applies to weapons. If you dupe a weapon and you forge it, it's still going to keep its S level. So that advice stands. Like, if you're going to dupe anything, just do it. Like, don't hold off on it, as it will just make the passive better on the item, and leveling it isn't going to affect the progress of how many dupes you have on it. And this applies to both weapons and supporters. Now that that topic is concluded, we are going to come over to our battle pass, and we're going to go ahead and speed right over to the end. So at the end of this pass, for 210 stars and 220 stars, you see we're going to get a total of 50 gems. So getting a battle pass monthly, if this does like every other game under the sun does, you will be guaranteed 50 free gems per month, as long as you're knocking out the missions in this tab and finishing the pass. So we're going to go ahead and remember that number, 50. We're going to come over to our weekly missions. Looking at the weekly mission, you do get 10 gems per day for logging in up to 4 days. And then if you finish every objective in this tab, you're going to get 10, 20, and 30 respectively as you get through all of them. So if we take and add the 40 gems you're getting from logging in to the 60 on the top row, that is 100. 100 per week would total out to 400 per month. Now, this is very important that you do this if you are trying to be active in this game, especially as a free-to-play, if you want to be successful, because 400 per month right there is a 10 pull. which is great. Most games don't even give you 10 pulls per month as a free-to-play. So we're going to take and add 400 to 50. Currently we're sitting at a total of 450 gems monthly. Next we're going to come to the top lines here and go to our login bonus. Now looking at the login bonus from last week, I did notice that we got 20 gems twice, and I see that happening again this week. So assuming that this doesn't change, I know the game is new and I'm not sure if this will stay consistent, but if it does, 20 plus 20 is 40, and we're going to be getting 40 a week. So if we times 40 times 4 for 4 weeks per month, that would be 160. If we add 160 to the number we've already have of 450, that is a total of 610 gems per month. And this is just from logging in, doing your weeklies, and doing the objectives on your battle pass. So it's really easy to obtain for the average Joe. Next, we are going to go to our quest screen and look at our special mode. Special mode does give 3 gems each time you do it on a 6-hour cooldown. So assuming you can do this 4 times a day around the time of the cooldown, that is 12 gems per day. So if we take in times 12 times 30, that would be a total of 360. So currently we have 50 gems coming from our battle pass, 400 coming from our weekly missions for a total of 450, 160 coming from the login bonus here for 610, and then if we add the 360 from doing your special mission daily 4 times a day, that's actually going to come to a total of 970 gems per month. And this is not including what you would be getting from achievements. This is not including what you would be getting from your normal and hard mode progression in things like daily and main quest. This is assuming you only beat easy. And this is not including anything from any events that may be running at the time. Because when factoring economy for gems, especially for free-to-plays, I like to look at the recurring rewards, not things like your front-loaded rewards. I want people to see exactly how much they will be getting from the game without any sort of progression or achievements. That way they know the flat amount that they can expect guaranteed, as long as they're being active and doing everything that these tabs ask of them. You know, doing your missions in your golden pass and doing your weekly missions. As long as you're doing these things and logging in daily, you're going to be getting 970 gems per month. Now, the reason that is good news is if we come to our gacha, we'll go to one I haven't pulled on yet. You see here that your initial pull whenever we get a new banner is 200 gems. With that being said, you're going to be getting 30 pulls a month because we're going to be getting new banners all the time. And I'm assuming, like, if you're saving gems, you're saving for what might be coming. So with the 970 you're getting, you're going to be paying 200 for your first 10 pulls, and then the second 10 pull and beyond is going to be 400 gems. So you would only need to pretty much make 30 gems to get to that 1,000 and get 30 pulls per month. So as of right now, if you just look at the 970, that is 29 pulls per month, as long as you're pulling on a new arrival gacha, because you will get that half off discount on the initial pull, as shown here. That is really good, because you're going to be getting, every roughly 3.5 months, enough to reach the 100 pity, which is insanely fast. Most gacha games reaching pity by just saving as a free-to-play could take 6 months plus to get to just 100 pulls. If we factor in the Renko gacha, which is currently running, so I don't know why I keep going there, I apologize. We're going to come to the gacha screen and go to her pickup gacha. You see her skin is on a pity of 150. So we can assume every special skin that comes out will have that same rule. That means it's going to take you roughly 5 months, just over 5 months, to hit the 150 pulls, if every gacha we get has this half off sale like this pickup gacha does. you would be able to save up to reach costume pity for a character within 5 to 6 months, which is insane because that's 150 pulls that you just saved up from playing the game. Now, I know some people will be saying, but if I never pull on Gacha, how will I get progression? So we're going to come back to the Golden Pass. We're going to look at the thresholds for 150 and 200. So if the pass recurs every month, which it should, it's a battle pass, every time you get to 150, you'll be getting an ultra rare weapon, if we look at this one as an example, and every time you get to 200, you'll be getting an ultra rare supporter. So that right there are two ultra rares you're going to be getting per month without any pulls in the gacha. On top of that, we are given rare tickets every now and then by the team, so those have a potential to turn ultra rare and super rare as well. Again, foregoing the need to really pull in gacha as long as you're patient and you don't want to have every single thing in the game right away, you will still be getting stuff trickling into your inventory. Next, we're going to come back to our login bonus. And you see here, every 7 days so far, we have gotten an ultra rare ticket. So, again, the game hasn't been out that long, but assuming it keeps the same 7-day login bonus that we've been seeing for the past, week and this week, we're going to be getting an ultra rare ticket per week. Assuming that that stays that way. Adding that to the battle pass, that is 6 ultra rares per month that we will be receiving before we even look at doing gacha. So you will still be getting new items, new supporters or weapons added to your arsenal without ever pulling anything. So it makes saving a little more realistic because you can then use what you earn to buy a new character when they come out for 1,000 gems, or to pull in the gacha and reach pity for their costume, or maybe you save up enough to just do both in one shot. Barring, yeah, that would take about 6 months, but to be able to get something right away, like, it's huge. Like, for example, in other games I have saved up to pity, pulled characters, and have been able to just win in ranked content because of the power creep that does happen in gacha games. New characters are typically strong. And they also add, variety, so you're not stuck playing the same couple of characters or the same one character forever. And being able to farm gems effectively in this game will do that for you. And at a timer of taking roughly just over 3 months to hit 100 pity, and about 5 to 6 months to hit 150 pity, you can guarantee yourself 2 exclusive costumes per year if we look at it that you only save your gems for the costume pity. You will be netting yourself literally 2 mileage costumes per year, which is insane as a free-to-play. Like, that's 300 pulls saved up. And that does, again, not factor in any achievements you will be getting, and any normal and hard mode progression you will be doing in story, and any events that come out, on top of any crystals that they may give us for whatever reason they give them out. Such as, like, I know a lot of games give apology gems as maintenance, or when there's like an issue in the game. So this doesn't factor in any of those things. This also is not factoring in the arena mode, which is the game's PvP mode that we don't have yet. In Japan, that is also a way to farm gems. I am not sure of how many it gives because I have not played the Japanese version, but I am positive it does give out gems for playing the mode. And I hear getting full rewards isn't really too difficult. So just keep in mind, we're getting 970 gems before we have the PvP mode in which people use to farm more gems. So overall, I'd say the free-to-play economy in this game is very healthy. I always say that this game will reward you for your time. Like, as long as you show up and do what you have to do daily, the game is going to pay out. You are going to be able to get stuff, even as a light spender or free-to-play player. I also have heard some people say they feel behind because they, you know, either they don't want to pull Renko or the $45 price point is a little too steep. There's no reason to feel that way because, as we discussed today, just at the 970 gems you would be getting, within this first month, you should definitely have enough if you didn't blow your gems on something to just buy Renko on the 26th when she comes out. I believe it's the 26th. Yeah, 26th. So she's going to be 1,000 gems after her release cooldown is over because every character that comes out we will have to wait 2 weeks. So with what you save from this month, and since you are getting like front-loaded achievements that are easy to get, and you did run through easy mode, if you did save your gems, or even if you didn't, you can expect to get Renko relatively quick because it'll take you a month to save 1,000 gems. So don't feel behind. Like eventually you'll have everything in the game. You'll just be playing the real progression of the game and not progressing faster because this game literally it's pay to progress faster. It's not really pay to win. So if as long as you're doing the progression the normal way, it's not really a bad thing. You're just playing the game as is, while people who are paying are kind of foregoing those systems. So there's no reason to ever feel behind, at least in my opinion. With that being said, I am going to go ahead and end the video for today. If you did find this informative, please like and subscribe as it really does help the channel. And as always, you guys have a great day, and may you have good luck in your gacha. Take care.